All right. My name is Gareth. You're watching the Hub Online Network. It is Tuesday. Happy New Week, everybody. The Hub Online Network has some housekeeping. So if you have stories about yourself or a loved one in regards to Remembrance Day, we would like to be able to tell your or their story. So please email us, honjournalist@ashcrofthub.com, to set up a time to tell your story between now and Remembrance Day, so we can make a Remembrance Day video to support the Legion, veterans, yourself, etc. We would love to hear from you. Also, if you can tell me who wrote the story Dracula and who played Dracula in the 1931 movie of the same name, you could win a $10 gift card to Subway. Please leave a comment and or a like, and we will pick somebody, whoever has the right answer or likes the page, we will pick somebody at random to win the Subway gift card. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's get on with the show. All right, so it was elections weekend, and what a weekend it was. If you missed it, Barbara Roden of the Ashcroft Cache Creek Journal and I sat down for about 4 hours on Saturday night and listened to and watched and brought in all of the results from the elections. It was actually a lot of fun. We did something similar for the federal election last year. So anyway, if you haven't heard, we had an election in BC over the weekend. The candidates in our riding of Fraser-Nicola included, for the NDP, Aaron Schumahetza; for the BC Greens, Jonah Timms; 2 independents, Mike Bangu and Dennis Adamson; and the Liberal incumbent, Jackie Taggart. Provincially, the NDP overall were seeking to secure a majority in the Legislative Assembly. Over the last 3 years, they have shared power in a minority capacity with the Liberals. However, after the election, they had done what they had set out to do and won 55 seats, securing a majority for the next 4 years. All of the main party leaders were elected in their ridings, so that includes Andrew Wilkinson for the Liberals, Sonia Furstenau for the Greens, and John Horgan for the NDP. And in the Fraser-Nicola, the incumbent, Jackie Taggart, has so far been re-elected. Jackie said in a Facebook post, and this is Jackie here. Oh, hang on. This is Jackie here. Jackie said in a post, "I want to say a heartfelt thank you to my amazing campaign team and to friends, family, and every volunteer who worked so hard on my campaign. I am humbled and grateful to have been a candidate in this election, and for your support, I am proud of the campaign we ran. Thank you for being a part of it." Now, that being said, there is a caveat at this time. Usually there aren't too many requested mail-in ballots, but during this election, presumably due to COVID-19, 70,000 mail-in ballots were requested in BC. In Fraser-Nicola alone, there were 25 ballots requested. These votes have yet to be added to the final results. At this moment, we will have to wait for November 6th to find out who really won the election solidly. But it is widely believed that these votes will not change much of the overall sort of landscape of what happened on Saturday. The final results for the Fraser-Nicola were Jackie Taggart with 4,703 votes, Aaron Schumahetza with 4,318, Jonah Timms with 1,419, Dennis Adamson with 381, and Mike Bangu with 292. And if you are still interested in learning about any of these candidates, you can go to our YouTube channel and you can check out the interviews that we've done with all 5 of them. They're all fairly interesting. You get to meet some new, you can go and learn about some new people. But Jackie so far is the current winner of the election. But stay tuned. Barbara and I may do another live stream on November 6th when the real results are coming in. And to Carmen Ranta, nice. Well done. So, in Ashcroft, special yard waste cleanup. Let me just pull this up here. So, to aid Ashcroft residents with the fall cleanup, additional waste pickups will be provided on Wednesday and Thursday, So tomorrow and Thursday, the 28th and 29th of 2020, the village crew is only able to collect the following, though: branches less than 8 inches in diameter and 8 feet in length. Leaves, grass, weeds, twigs cannot be bagged. Those cannot be bagged. Non-refrigeration appliances, old tires that are off the rim. Maximum weight of any single item or bundle is 100 pounds. The total weight per address is 1,000 pounds, and the total volume of material per address is 4 cubic yards. Garbage must be out where it can be picked up by equipment. Garbage cannot be on the highway, or any right of way, and garbage must be defined in a pile and on a level surface. Items must be kept separate, so no mixing. Special notes: garbage must not be against fences, signs, buildings, or retaining walls, or it will not be picked up. Strictly enforced. Please do not place your garbage out prior to October 16th. There will be no pickup list compiled. Kindly have your yard waste out to be picked up according to the above information and schedule. So, if that applies to you, keep all of that in mind. Now, last night, Ashcroft had a council meeting. There was the Ashcroft Council meeting last night that involved a delegation from the Ashcroft Slough Society. Dan Collette made a presentation to council pointing out some of the reasons why the Slough Society was created. They claim that the Ashcroft terminal has removed access to the slough when they put up a gate preventing citizens from reaching a crossing point to get over the railroad tracks and reach the slough waterfront. The delegation ended with the Ashcroft Slough Society asking for a $500 grant and aid to help with the society's startup fees, as well as use the resources of the village office to apply for grants until they become a non-profit organization. When the council had a chance to ask questions, they asked who would look after the slough area if all of this were to go into the Ashcroft Slough Society's favor. And the Slough Society said that they would, as a society, would take care of that kind of stuff. After the delegation, there was a period of time for public questions. Patty Kinvig was there. Patty works at the Ashcroft terminal, and she mentioned that the gate was put up divides private property from public, and that the crossing on the terminal land is illegal to cross, and that CN has released a statement saying that CN will not do anything in regards to crossing in that area. And if you're interested in more information, as always, you can go to our YouTube channel. We have an interview with both Patty and Dan, so you can sort of find out both sides of what this story is. And they're still relevant, so go check those out. And I've seen the Slough Society members be at other things like the school board. So they are making the rounds. And you know what? Let us know if you have something, if you're on one side or the other of this, let us know. You can comment or email us at honjournalist@ashcrofthub.com. So next up, Gloria Mertens asked several questions of the Ashcroft Council, mainly clarifying questions from the minutes, the agenda, and she also asked about a report in regards to the recent in-camera planning session. She says that there's always been a handout about the information that they talked about to the public. Daniela Dick, the Chief Administrative Officer, said that they usually do, but she just hadn't had time to get around to it yet. With that clarified, the rest of the meeting went by relatively quick with not much fanfare. However, they did show intentions of going after 2 grants, the NDIT Facade Improvement Grant Application and the NDIT Marketing Grant Application. To watch the full meeting, you can go to our YouTube channel. It is up. However, I am going to be putting up a second version and then taking down the first. I have a PowerPoint presentation that was shown at the meeting that I'm going to include in a future version of it. The reason that I have the thing up now is I haven't had a chance to edit it yet, and there are some people that watch the video for work purposes from Black Press, so I want to make sure that it's up for them to watch, and I will get around to the other edit probably tomorrow. So in Cache Creek, the Cache Creek Council also had a meeting that also started with a delegation, this time from the Cache Creek Volunteer Fire Department. Damien Couture gave a presentation of how their breathing apparatuses for the firefighting works. He noted that the particular unit that he was demonstrating was obsolete because one of the pieces that you can't get anymore has failed. He then asked for an amount of money to get new air tanks and equipment, some now and some in 2021, as their gear will start to expire as of next year and in stages. So 2021, some things will expire, 2022, 2023, etc. So ultimately, they're asking for 4 new tanks and other pieces to accompany those tanks. The equipment they are asking for is a Scott brand, and these tanks are carbon fiber and are compatible with the Ashcroft Volunteer Fire Department equipment. Damien also asked for additional funding to purchase individual masks for each of the firefighters. At this moment, the group is practicing without masks because they are communal and the group is apprehensive of using shared equipment. After his presentation and exit, the councillors debated, with Councillor Annette Pittman asking if this was something that was already in a line in the current budget. The Chief Administrative Officer said that it was not, but that the required funds could be taken out of the landfill legacy account. Councillor Pittman then asked if there was a way to spread the purchases out so it wasn't such a big purchase all at once. Ultimately, Mayor Tallarico stated that if it is an appropriate purchase for the safety of the volunteers, we must do it, and the motion passed with Annette opposing the cost. The meeting then moved on with a brisk pace with no more real debates. There was results from the cannabis survey that are going to be posted for public viewing, and a donation will be made to the Christmas hamper. The meeting took just under an hour before going into camera. So, yeah, that's it for Cache Creek Council. The TNRD contractor, so this is for the TNRD. TNRD contractor has canceled this past weekend. However, the hazardous waste roundup will now be November 1st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So that's this Sunday. If you were expecting to be able to get rid of your hazardous waste last weekend, that's sort of tough. But this Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in Cache Creek. And the Village of Cache Creek is creating a list of local contractors who would like to be considered for any work that may become available in the village. If you would like to be included on this list, please forward your company name, contact information, what type of equipment you have available, and whether or not you would like to be included on an emergency response list in case of floods, fires, etc., where heavy equipment may be necessary. Please do this before December 31st, 2020, and you can send it to Box 7 in Cache Creek or admin@cachecreek.info. All work will be allocated and paid as per Village of Cache Creek policy number G2. COVID-19. So there's been some interesting developments for COVID-19 since all of this has started. Since I started doing this particular show, because we really started this on March 15th or 16th when COVID really started to hit everything. We were seeing about 40-ish, 46 new cases a day. Now, COVID-19, we had 817 new cases over the weekend. So that is, wait, where's my numbers here? 371 cases from October 23rd to 24th. 317 new cases from the 24th to 25th, and 293 new cases in the last, so this was Sunday to Monday. Trory, if you have a moment, could you see if there's a new update? We'll see if there's a new update from today. So these numbers are not as much as the daily total in other provinces. Like even the 800 and something that we've had is not the same as Ontario, who's seeing 1,000 cases a day. But the rising daily amount of 300-ish people is causing more alarm and more restrictions, according to Dr. Bonnie Henry. The tighter restrictions include social gatherings in private homes are now limited to your immediate household. The people who lives, and this means the people who live in your home plus a maximum of 6 other people, preferably people that you typically see anyway. But bringing in people, family, friends from outside of your home, and those 6 people that you typically see, that is she's saying that's a no-no. This is a province-wide order that applies to all homes for all occasions. Similar to what happened in the summer with vacation homes and rentals, they have seen a notable increase in new cases and transmission of COVID-19 as a direct result of social gatherings in private homes. Bonnie Henry would also like to remind citizens that when we come together with family and friends, we bring our risks with us, and in turn, they take those risks back home with them. This is a crucial time, and we're heading into cold and influenza season, and COVID-19 is still in our communities. The choices we make over the coming weeks will make a difference and will support our businesses and schools to stay open. Let's choose to protect our communities and the ones we care about the most. That being said, if you haven't gotten your flu shot and that is something that you are interested in, you can, there is a open walk-in time at the pharmacy on Thursday. So Thursday you can get your flu shot. You can just walk into the pharmacy and get that done. So if you haven't done it and you would like to, there's your opportunity. I'm just going to jump back up to the election because I actually have a video that I meant to play and I didn't. This is John Horgan's sort of victory speech from Saturday night.
Good evening, everyone. I want to acknowledge that I'm on the unceded traditional territory of the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. BC has voted, and a majority has been called, but there are many, many hundreds of thousands of votes yet to be counted. And while we wait for that final count to happen, I want to assure people that I'm going to keep the focus right where it belongs, on helping people get through this pandemic, making sure that they have the services that they need, and all British Columbians can sleep safely, knowing that we're going to do everything we can to keep them safe, healthy, and secure. One thing we know for certain is that on Monday I'll be going back to work, and we're going to be putting people, businesses, and others who are focused on getting through the pandemic at the front of everything that we do. That has been our commitment and will continue to be our commitment now and going forward for the next 4 years. To the incredible volunteers that are here tonight and have worked so tirelessly to help us connect with British Columbians, I want to thank you very, very much. To the amazing team of BC NDP candidates in every corner of BC, and to all those people who put their names forward to offer to serve in their communities, I offer you my sincere gratitude and thanks for stepping up to help your neighbours get their lives better and make sure that everyone can benefit from the bounty of British Columbia. This has been an extraordinarily difficult election for many, many reasons, but it's one that I believe had to happen, and I think I'm grateful for all British Columbians that we have put the election behind us and we can get back to focusing on the things that matter most to you. We found new ways to connect with each other. We found new ways to engage and talk about ideas. I want to thank Dr. Henry and Elections BC for doing such an extraordinary job to make sure that all of us could vote safely. To Andrew Wilkinson and Sonia Firstino, I want to thank you for a spirited campaign where you put forward ideas and allowed British Columbians to make clear choices. To the great people of Langford, Wanda Fuca, to my family and my friends for always having my back, thank you, thank you, thank you. Particularly to Ellie, to Nate and Evan. I know you didn't ask for any of this, and all I want to say is thank you so much for enduring my excesses and my passion and desire to be out around people, making sure that British Columbia can be as good as it possibly can be. It has been an honor and a privilege for the past 3.5 years to serve British Columbians, to make sure we can make life better for everyone. I want to make sure that government works for you each and every day. That is my passion, that is my calling, that's why I get up every morning, and I'm grateful for the returns of ballots tonight and the final count that's yet to come, to give the opportunity to me and my colleagues to continue that work on your behalf. COVID-19 has turned our lives upside down. None of us expected to be here. None of us expected that we would have to endure the challenges we've had over the past number of months. But we are far from out of the woods. COVID-19 will be with us for the foreseeable future, and we need to focus on making sure that we're keeping ourselves safe, our families safe, and our communities safe. The challenges ahead are daunting, but I believe that if we focus on the things that matter to British Columbians, the things that matter to people, we'll get through this. Focusing on building back our education system by investing in schools and the people that work in them, by making sure our seniors care facilities have the staff that they need so that our seniors can be cared for in their latter years. That we're building childcare all across British Columbia so that families can fully participate in the economy to make their lives stronger and to make their communities stronger as well. For me, this comes down to a few simple things. I was raised by a single mom who told me to do my best every day. my level best. I say that a lot. She said it a lot to me. All you have to do, John, is your level best. I commit to all British Columbians that for the next 4 years, I will do my level best to make sure your lives are better, more affordable, and the challenges that you face can be overcome if we do it together. Thank you so very, very much to the many, many people who voted for NDP candidates this evening. And as I said, to all of those who participated, a debt of gratitude from all of us for stepping up in this extraordinary time. Thanks so much. Let's get back to work.
So that is John Horgan with his acceptance speech on Saturday. Again, I guess congratulations to the NDP for their overall win. When I am talking, I really get involved, and I keep missing doing the pictures that I saved here. So this is just a really quick, just to go back over to the elections again. This is just a quick picture of sort of the seats. So the Liberals got 29 seats, the Greens got 3. There were no independents chosen at this moment in time. And as you can see, Jackie was at the top of the list with 4,703 votes. In our riding of Fraser-Nicola. And then just to go back to COVID-19, I also got this. So this is the current British Columbia COVID-19 dashboard. So again, yesterday's number was 200 and something people, but overall we've had 13,371 cases in BC. So you can kind of take a look at so there's colors on the side that correspond to the colors on the map. So it kind of shows you where the worst concentrated cases are. And you can go to BC COVID-19 dashboard to check that out. Now, if you are just joining us and you would like to win, and you would like the chance to win a $10 Subway gift card, you can tell me who wrote the book Dracula and who played Dracula in the 1931 movie. She sure did. I can see the comments. Oh, okay. But yes, Carmen so far has answered the question, but I will not say whether she's right or not. Anyway, so coming into our last segment of the show, we are going to take a look and see what Brad Viss has been up to. So he says on Facebook, while the details of the Liberals' Rapid Housing Initiative, or RHI, were finally shared today, the program was actually announced 36 days ago. And these details are disappointing for those in small-town Canada struggling to address the homelessness crisis in their communities. Housing providers and not-for-profit groups have been waiting for this for over a month to apply for the RHI, only to learn today that the federal government has already allocated over half of the available $1 billion to big cities. The Government of Canada, So that is what Brad Viss had to say about this particular thing, and Brad Viss is the Shadow Minister for Housing in the federal government and our local member of Parliament. But the thing that he's referring to, and this is now the statement put out by the government itself, says that the Government of Canada through CMHC has launched the Rapid Housing Initiative, a $1 billion program to help address urgent housing needs of vulnerable Canadians, especially in the context of COVID-19 through the rapid construction of affordable housing. The initiative provides capital contributions upon signing a funding agreement with CMHC under 2 streams to expedite the delivery of affordable housing. The RHI will support the creation of up to 3,000 new permanent affordable housing units, cover the construction of modular houses, as well as the acquisition of land and the conversion/rehabilitation of existing buildings to affordable housing. And they will aim to commit all funds before March 31st, 2021, and ensure housing is available within 12 months of agreements. So that is what is going on with Brad Viss, and that's pretty much all I got for today. So I'll give the question and answer thing another half an hour or so, and then we will pick who has won, because I believe that Jonah Anstead has also liked the video, and that counts. So, Doris Rank, if you are watching, we hope you are having a great day, and we will see you all Friday.